What is happening, everybody? Tonight we are going over my Mount Rushmore of video games, which include a playable female character. Now this was originally VKQ. He was curious about Lady Lacey's Mount Rushmore video games with playable female characters, and then Do You Nerd did an open tag to anybody given their Mount Rushmore. And I thought this was a great topic because it didn't take me very long. I'm like, oh man, I know which ones I would go with. And there are just so many more I could think about. I think it's a great topic, and some of the funnest games I've ever played actually are characters. I like using female characters. So we're gonna get into my Mount Rushmore right now. Now, before I do, I'm gonna wet the whistle. And we're gonna start off with a beat 'em up. Now, I'm always looking on Steam for beat 'em ups. I love the genre, and I found one, The Takeover, when it came out. I purchased it, and I was absolutely in love with this game. I could not stop playing it. It is obviously inspired by Final Fight and Streets of Rage. All you have to do is, even the plot, gameplay, and things like that, it just screams those two games. Those two main characters are Ethan and Megan, and they are cops, and their adopted daughter is actually kidnapped by a crime syndicate, so you can kind of see even the parallels there. The game is full of amazing characters with all their unique abilities, but my main and the one I always went to was Megan. There's just something about her character and her moves and things like that I really enjoyed playing the game. And because of Megan, as a character, I actually do have a high score on Twin Galaxy's website. Using her, I'm close to 1,000,000 points. That's like my ultimate goal for that game. So I'm hoping. But it's a game that once I start playing it, I cannot stop playing it. It's a fantastic game. Some of the best music. So I like hard rock. I like metal, and this has just an absolute, the score after score. Like each stage has amazing music to it. And just every single aspect of the game, the graphics, the music, the gameplay, the characters, the story. It actually does have a pretty good story. So it's a game, if you like beat 'em ups, you definitely have to check this one out. Maybe you already have. It's on in every single platform you can think of. So yeah, so we are starting off strong with the Takeover using Megan. Now, sticking with the beat 'em up genre, we are going with the original Streets of Rage. Now, this is a game, another one I absolutely love, and once I start playing it, I can't put it down. And one of my favorite characters, and a character that is, I would say, probably the best to use, is Blaze, because of her blazing speed, but also she can cover a lot of ground on the screen, and even her jump kicks can travel a very far distance. What she lacks in power, she actually makes up in speed. And I actually like both the Genesis version and the Sega CD version, although the Sega CD version, although it has better sound and music, it does lag compared to the Genesis version. And she's the only character I ever used that I've been able to max out the score on the hardest level, which is, I was super excited when I did that, and I do have a video on the channel if you are interested. I love doing high scores, and especially if I know a game has a max score, I try to do that. So coming in again, there's actually no particular order, but Streets of Rage is definitely up there using Blaze. Now the next one, this is a game for the Wii U. My buddy Alex, DGC, that game collector, he had given me a bunch of Wii U games, which was amazing. but this game was included. It was actually a 2-for-1 with Bayonetta, and he gave me the one that has Bayonetta 1 and 2 in the game. And once I started playing this game, I just, again, another one I could not stop playing. I beat the game, and then as soon as I beat the game, I beat it again. I played it and I beat it again. It's just that fun. I love like hack and slash games. The characters are just great. Bayonetta, I mean, you look at her, I mean, she's just a badass character. I love the banter and the humor in the game, and the characters are just really cool, and she is just not someone you want to mess with, and I love the character. I love using and playing with Bayonetta, and it's just a fun game. Like I said, it was one of the few ones where just like, even after beating it, I just couldn't get enough, had to beat it again. I still haven't beat the second one though, and that one's started off really great. I don't know why I haven't, but Bayonetta is a definite playthrough. So yeah, coming in hot, Bayonetta, in many ways. Now the final one is an NES game. So really, this is my favorite Nintendo game, not named Zelda. This would be my number 2 favorite Nintendo game of all time. It's one I grew up with. It is amazing. I love the game. It's a combination of a shmup and action-adventure game, and that is The Guardian Legend. You actually play as a female cyborg in the game. The game just has a lot to offer. It's one I've always had fun with, and I still have fun with to this day. I think it still has a lot of playability. Even by today's standards, I think it offers a lot. For some people, it may get a little bit repetitive with some of the boards. There are some duplicate bosses and things like that. But I think it's challenging enough that it really kind of pushes you forward to wanting to beat it. So it's a game that if you're not familiar with and you really like retro games, especially Nintendo games, this is a must. I felt like for a while that was a hidden gem, but I think at this point, in terms of like YouTube and things like that, I think people have mentioned it enough. Not enough in my opinion, but enough that people are aware of it. But if you're not, you definitely have to check it out. I don't believe it's an expensive game either, but it's definitely worth one checking out. But yeah, that really kind of rounds out my Mount Rushmore of video games in which you can play a female character. Like I said, some of the funnest games I've ever played, and really binge-worthy playable games I played as female characters. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping that I introduced some games that people weren't aware of or haven't tried. Maybe they don't know anything, but that was kind of my goal. I mean, there are so many more, I think, that I really enjoy. A lot of beat 'em ups, though, I'll be honest with you, that are these female characters that people may not even be aware of, like Mayhem, but yeah, just a lot of good games out there for female characters. I'm hoping people do take this, like this. I'm gonna have an open tag to anybody who's interested in making a video like this, and let me know too if you do, because I love seeing videos like this, because this is where you kind of really, this is what I love about YouTube, and this is really kind of what I miss about the gaming community, is this is how you learn about different games. This is how you really kind of interact and really kind of learn new things about gaming. And I kind of miss that, I'm not gonna lie. It's out there, you just have to kind of search a little bit, but it's still out there, and there's a lot of good content out there. And this was a great topic. So VKQ, I hope I'm not mispronouncing that, but great topic, man. I'm gonna put the links to his channel and Do You Nerds but I'm pretty sure people will know who D-Nerd, but if you're not, you definitely have to check them out. They're a variety show. They're kind of like me. I'm kind of like all over the place. I like a lot of different things, and they do too, and it's a great channel, so I'm going to put them in the link below as well. So I'm going to call it good. I am actually going to finish my drink and eat my Laffy Taffy. I can't believe they still make this stuff. This actually kind of tastes like I remember it. But yeah, eat my Laffy Taffy, finish my drink. I'm gonna go play some retro video games. I may even use a female playable character. So until next time, we'll see you. Bye.